Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So thank you all the devotees for joining this evening for Usha Mataji's session. So Usha Mataji, so when you're ready, kindly start with the Kirtan Mataji.
Mangalacharan prayer, first.
The pattern is initially Kirtan. It will go until 2015 and followed by Mangalacharan prayers until 8:20. And after that, you are going to speak on the topic until 8:55, and then 5 minutes for question and answers, and then ends with Narsimha prayers. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava.
Usha Mataji, your voice gone.
Okay, I was
Your voice is breaking.
Usha Mataji, voice breaking.
Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya. Can you hear me?
Usha Mataji, voice breaking. We can't hear.
Okay, I think I have a connectivity problem here. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janvallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janvallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Yasodhana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yasodhana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janvallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Sri Radhe. Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Giri Govardhan, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. श्री राधा वृंदावनेश्वर भगवान की जय, श्री राधा गोकुलानंद की जय, श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्ण पादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotee, please accept my humble obeisances. Om Guru Vishnu Sela Prabhupada, Sela Prabhupada, Ki Jai. So, dear devotee, I'm just trying first time, and this is my first time. I'm just speaking with everybody. So please forgive me, and please give me your blessings so I can just read and then explain to everybody. So please accept my humble obeisances. So, Prabhu, shall I just read the verse and
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, as you wish. Yeah, how you feel comfortable. Go on.
yes, so please then pranay everybody and then please forgive me any mistakes and then please support me during the sessions. Yeah. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is Canto 1, Chapter 2, and verse 28 and 29. So this one is all about the Krishna. So I chose this verse because this is telling everything is Krishna and Krishna is in the center. Yeah, so this is the verse. Vasudeva Paraveda Vasudeva Paramukha वासुदेव परायोग वासुदेव परः क्रियः वासुदेव परं ज्ञानं वासुदेव परं तपः वासुदेव परो धर्मो वासुदेव परा गतिः So here the Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead, and I can see the synonyms. Paraha, the ultimate goal. Vedaha, the revealed scriptures. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Paraha, for worshipping. Makaha, sacrifices. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Paraha, under his control. The personality of Godhead. Paraha, the meaning of attaining. Yogaha, mystic paraphernalia. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Paraha, under his control. Kriyaha, fruitive activities. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Param, the supreme. Jnanam, knowledge. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Param, best. Tapaha, austerity. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Paraha, superior quality. Dharmaha, religion. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Paraha, ultimate. Gatihi, goal of life. Translation. In the revealed scriptures, the ultimate object of knowledge is Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The purpose of performing sacrifice is to please him. Yoga is for realizing him. All fruitive activities are ultimately rewarded by him only. He is supreme knowledge, and all such austerities are performed to know him. Religion, dharma, is rendering loving service unto him. He is the supreme goal of life. So, uh, the purport is very long, so just I can read and then bit by bit maybe can explain. So, the Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, is the only object of worship is confirmed in these two slokas. In the Vedic literature, there is the same objective establishing one's relationship and ultimately reviving our lost living service unto him. That is the sum and substance of the Vedas. In the Bhagavad Gita, the same theory is confirmed by the Lord in his own words. The ultimate purpose of the Vedas is to know him only. All the revealed scriptures are prepared by the Lord through his incarnation in the body of Srila Vyasadeva, just to remind the fallen souls conditioned by material nature, of Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. No demigods can avoid freedom from material bondage. That is the Vedic, all the Vedic literatures. Impersonalists who have no information of the personality of Godhead minimize the omnipotency of the Supreme Lord and put him on equal footing with all other living beings. And for this act, such impersonalists get freedom from material bondage only with great difficulty. They can surrender unto him only after many, many births in the cultures of transcendental knowledge. So one may argue that the Vedic activities are based on sacrifice ceremonies. That is true, but all sacrifices are also meant for realizing the truth about Vasudeva. Another name of Vasudeva is yajna, sacrifice. And in the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated that all sacrifices and all activities are be conducted for the satisfactions of yajna or Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. This is the case also with the yoga systems. Yoga means to get into touch with the Supreme Lord. The process, however, uh, includes several bodily features such as uh, asana, dhyana, pranayama, and meditation, and all of them are meant for concentrating upon the localized aspect of Vasudeva represented as Paramatma. Paramatma realization is but partial realization of Vasudeva. And if one is successful in that attempt, one realizes Vasudeva in full. But by ill luck, most yogis are stranded by the power of mysticism achieved through the bodily process. To the fated yogis are given a chance in the next birth by being placed in the families of good learned brahmanas or in the families of such merchants in order of execute the unfinished task of Vasudeva realization. Each such a fortunate brahmanas and sons of rich men properly utilize the chance, they can easily realize Vasudeva by good association with saintly persons. Unfortunately, such preferred persons are captiv- captivated again by material wealth and poor honor, and thus they particularly forget the aim of life. This is also so far the culture of knowledge. According to Bhagavad Gita, there are 18 items in culturing knowledge. By such culture of knowledge, one becomes gradually prideless, devoid of vanity, non-violent, forbearing, simple, devoted to the great spiritual master, and self-controlled. By culture of knowledge, one becomes unattached to hearth and home and becomes conscious of the miseries due to death, birth, old age, and disease, and all culture of knowledge, calamities in devotional service to the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Therefore, Vasudeva is the ultimate aim in culturing all different branches of knowledge. Culture of knowledge, leading one of the transcendental plan of meeting Vasudeva, is real knowledge. Physical knowledge in its various branches condemned in the Bhagavad Gita as a uh, agya- jnana or the opposite of a real knowledge. The ultimate aim of physical knowledge is to satisfy the sense, which means uh, satisfied the sense, which means prolongation of the term of material existence, and thereby continuance of the threefold miseries. So, prolonging the miserable life of material existence is nescience, but the same physical knowledge leading to the way of spiritual understanding helps one to end the miserable life of physical existence and to begin the life of spiritual existence on the plan of Vasudeva. The same the same applies to all of austerities. Tapasya means voluntary acceptance of bodily pains, achieve some height and end of life. Ravana and Hiranyakashipu underwent a severe type of bodily torture and achieved the end of sense gratifications. Sometimes modern politicians also undergo several types of austerities to achieve some political end. This is not actually tapasya. One should accept voluntarily bodily inconvenience for the sake of knowing Vasudeva, because that is the way of real austerities. Otherwise, all form of austerities are classified as modern modes of patience and ignorance. Patience and ignorance cannot end the miseries of life. Only the mode of goodness can mitigate the threefold miseries of life. Vasudeva and Devaki, the so-called father and mother of Lord Krishna, underwent penances to get Vasudeva as their son. Lord Sri Krishna is the father of all living beings. Bhagavad Gita 14.4. Therefore, he is the original living beings of all other living beings. He is original, eternal enjoyer amongst all other enjoyers. Therefore, no one can be his begetting father. As the ignorant may think, Lord Sri Krishna agreed to become the son of Vasudeva and Devaki upon being pleased with their severe austerities. Therefore, if any austerities have to be done, and they must be done to achieve the end of knowledge, Vasudeva. Vasudeva is the original personality of Godhead. Lord Sri Krishna, as explained before, the original personality of Godhead expand himself by innumerable forms. Such expansions of form uh, is made possible by his various energies. His energies are also multifarious, and his internal energies are superior and external energies are inferior in quality. They are explained in the Bhagavad Gita 7.46, 4, 5 and 6. As the para and the apara prakritis, so his expansions of various forms which take place via the eternal energies are superior forms, whereas the expansions which take place via the external energies are inferior forms. The living entities are also his expansions. The living entities whose are expanded by his eternal potency are externally liberated persons, where those who are expanded in terms of the material energies are eternally conditioned souls. Therefore, all cultures of knowledge, austerities, Sacrifice and activities should be aimed changing the quality of the influence that is acting upon us. For the present, we are all being controlled by the external energy of the Lord, and just to change the quality of influence, we must endeavor of cultivating spiritual energy. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that those who are Mahatmas or those whose mind have been so burdened as to be engaged in the service of Lord Krishna are under the influence of the eternal potency. And the effect is that such a broad-minded living beings are constantly engaged in the service of the Lord without devotion, Lord without deviation. That should be the aim of life, and that is the verdict of all the Vedic literatures. No one should bother himself with creative activities or dry speculation about transcendental knowledge. Everyone should at once engage himself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, nor should one worship different demigods who work as different hands of the Lord for creation, maintenance, or destruction of the material world. There are innumerable powerful demigods who look over the external management of the material world. They are all different assisting hands of Lord Vasudeva. Even Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma are included in the list of demigods. But Lord Vishnu or Vasudeva is always transcendentally situated. Even though he accepts the quality of goodness of the material world, he is still transcendental to all the material modes. The following example will create the matter more explicitly. In the prison, in the prison house, in the prison house there are the prisoners and the managers of the prison house. Both the managers and he prisoners are bound by the laws of the king. But even though the king sometimes comes in the prison, he is not bound by the laws of the prison house. The king is therefore always transcendental to the laws of the prison house, as the Lord is always transcendental to the laws of the material world. So here this is a very long purport and then it's explained very well. So let's say Vasudeva Paramaha. So Vasudeva is everything. Vas, Vasudeva, the Krishna, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Instead of praying the demigods or any gods to try to please him or anything, but you just go to the Krishna and then he is the end of the things is the ultimate goal of life, and then you just reach the Krishna. So there is Prabhupada is giving lots of examples here, and then when we think about that, sometimes demons try to get some like he's explaining about the Ravana, and then he's doing lots of penances, but after all, he's get like Ravana is doing so much tapasya, but that his life is not to get the Krishna. He wants to enjoy his life and to get lots of wealth and everything, but after all, the what he got, he has to be killed by the god, and he got nothing. So after all, so many years for tapasya or tapasya, and that he is the life, the goal. His goal was not like to get Krishna, but yes, and then other things Prabhupada is giving the examples about. In this, Bhagavad Gita, also the chapter 7 and verse 4 to 6 is explains everything in the Vasudevas. He is the Param. and Vasudeva is all the religious is Vasudeva, everything is Vasudeva. So that like in Devki and Vasudeva also they get a lots of tapasya to get the Krishna as a son, and in like I just remember like in Samudra Manthan when like Shri what you call the ocean, and then demigods and the demons they want to turn the ocean, and afterwards they could doing everything they could do the same things like they turning together, but the demons have the he's want to get the amrit like but and then demigods also wants to get the amrit, but after what he got the his demigods for behind demigods they remember the Krishna, and the demon they was not going to remember the like god or anything. They just want to get the amrit. So they afterwards they didn't get the amrit, but the mm, the demigods got that amrit. They always remember the in the center of the Krishna. So whatever we do, whatever we think about, so we always remember the Krishna. Like for example, we doing the food for ourselves. So we are cooking for not for ourselves. We're thinking like we're gonna make for Krishna, and then we're doing only for Krishna. So keep the Krishna in the center, and we always try to remember Krishna. Uh, so this is the whole goal of life, and whatever we do, just we remember the Krishna, and so in the scripture, like. So Prabhu, I just that Vasudeva is everything, and so uh, for anybody we can like think about whenever we do anything, then think that the Krishna is always the uh, keep the Krishna in the middle center, and then we do all the things. Prabhu, I just didn't prepare so much, and then I am just think Prabhu, anybody wants to add something, then you can just please Prabhu add.
Hare Krishna Mataji. It's
So,
a best verses Mataji in the Srimad Bhagavatam. It
yeah,
is a summary, and you have chosen very nice verses to describe what Vasudeva is everything and who is meant to be worshipped, who is the source of everything. Yeah, very beautifully explained, Mataji. Did devotees any questions to Mataji? So just would like to know what is inspiring you just picking this verses, Mataji. So,
yes, Prabhu, yes. When we are learning the sloka, Prabhu, and then this one is goes in my mind, said, okay, Vasudeva is everything. So when we're doing everything, so yes, the Vasudeva is keeping the Vasudeva. In this sloka, so many times says Vasudeva is everything. Vasudeva, so Paramgati, Vasudeva, Paramaka, Vasudeva, Param Tapaha, Vasudeva, Param Jnana. So everything is Vasudeva. So when whatever we do, and then we're thinking about the Krishna. Sometimes we forget about the Krishna when we have like a mood to enjoy or something. I said, okay, we are doing our sense gratifications, but sometimes you just say, okay, we are doing something, but we are just we like to eat some kind of food, but we are just cooking for Krishna and then remembering the Krishna in the center. So whatever we do, that's anything, but keep Krishna in the center. So the Krishna is a Param Jnana, Param Yoga, everything. So Krishna. So like here, they said Ravana goes so many like bodily tortures and everything, but that for his they are get all the things for that sense gratification. So Prabhupada explains so nice and the purport is really beautiful. So explaining everything. So like we're going to hold so much more like whoever like the yes this material bondage. So it's really nice for this. So that's why I just was it. Remember you said if somebody can talk about this verse, so I think okay, yeah, I'll just try. But I just never preach or never talk in front of anybody, so I'm a bit nervous. So I just I don't know Prabhu how to explain. Sometimes it
Yeah,
goes away from the mind.
you have explained very nicely, Mataji. So this is the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyash Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yadhaituham. So once we reach to Vasudeva, Vasudevi Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha, just with a devotional service. And what we get? Jnanam, Vairagyam, all these things, automatically we get all the knowledge, detachment from this material world, attain the supreme perfection. So here, all Vasudeva, Paraveda, everything is Vasudeva, as you have explained very nicely. And no demigod can award freedom from material bondage, only Krishna. And here by with Krishna, he is in his Nijarupa, he is the Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. But everything else are his expansions and amshas, kalamshas, different way of expansions only. But Krishna is the full in opulence in his original form. That is Vasudeva. Krishnaya Vasudevaya, that is the Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. That Vasudeva. And he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But some people like impersonalists who have no information of the personality of Godhead minimize the omnipotency of the Supreme Lord and put him on equal footing with all other living beings. This is where many people they make mistakes. Even in the childhood, we might have thought Krishna is God, Ganesh is God, everyone are God, Brahma is God, Shiva is God. This is what even I was feeling the same thing. He is also, but later on when we realize, understand who is what and why Bhagavad Gita, then the people used to say Krishna Paramatma, and then why Krishna Paramatma? Everyone, why Brahma is not Paramatma? Why Lord Shiva is not Paramatma? But some people use it, everything Brahman, we need to merge in the Brahman light. Some people used to say like that, some impersonalist. They're just bewildering by different ways of hearing about the Supreme Personality of God. There is illusory covering. So there are two different kinds of Lord's illusory energy. One is the throwing energy, and another one is the covering energy. Prabhupada explained in the other purports. Covering energy, the people they do not know about the Krishna, that is covering energy. Illusory energy, even though we know about Krishna, we cannot understand Krishna. That is where in India many people they fall into illusory energy. So these impersonalists they minimize the potential of Vasudeva Krishna. So that's why they fall down from there and then they go for some kind of meditations and self-realization and come back into the society and start hospitals, doing once again entering into the politics. That's why Yernya Arvindaksha Vimukta Maninaha Tvayesta Bhavad Avishuddha Buddhayaha Aruhya Kuruchirina Param Padam Tataha Patantyadaha Anadruta Yushmadangarayaha. They will fall down even though they have performed so many austerities and penances. They will fall down because they do not understand Krishna, because they are minimizing the omnipotency. They are saying the Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is omnipotent, means he can expand anywhere. Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastam So he is in the entire universe and also the atom, tiny atom. He can come in any form he likes. So, but people say they don't have the form to the Lord, even though Krishna is there present in front of everyone. So that's why they fall down. They make mistakes by with so many of concocting speculations. So, but here it is clearly mentioning Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakaha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriyaha. You have beautifully selected this verse, Mataji. It is the summary of. I haven't seen it. When I saw this verse first, I was amazed. Wow, this is the summary of it. I was really amazed by seeing this verses first time when in the Srimad Bhagavatam when I started reading, and then got so much of happiness by seeing this one. This is what I have been searching for.
It's so nice,
Much
Prabhu.
more
Nicely explain everything. Prabhupada's purport and it is so beautifully summarized.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I just wanted to ask about Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. What are the benefits of reading Srimad Bhagavatam, even one verse per day, or Bhagavad Gita? How it will help us, or in our purification, or
Usha Mataji, would you like to take that question?
Oh no, Prabhu, I'm not just
Just
answer
give some
that.
explanations and we will add anything to it.
No, there's they said like when you read that there's so many stories about when that in Bhagavad Gita they said you have to read the if you can read one chapter, if you can't read the one chapter, then you can read like a half a chapter. There's in Gita Mahatma, they would say saying that the good Shiva, they explaining to Parvati. Sometimes I just read the story, but I don't know few the like whole story about. They said if can't read a chapter, then you can read half a chapter, and then or even the one sloka, even the half a sloka. That's so much benefit about the reading the even one sloka or half a sloka. Like I don't know. There's so much in the Bhagavad Gita. They purifying everybody when you read even the half a sloka. This I don't remember the story, but I don't know Mataji. Maybe Prabhuji can
Yes.
explain.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, what happens? Yasyam vai Shruyamayanam Krishne Paramapurushe Bhaktirutpadyate Pumshaha Soka Moha Bhayapaha. So when we hear Yasyam vai Shruyamayanam, when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishne Paramapurushe, and who is explained and glorified in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishne Paramapurushe, Bhaktirutpadyate Pumsaha, the devotional service sprout in the heart. That is one point. That is topmost. And then along with the supplementary things, Shoka, Moha, Bhayapaha, lamentation, illusion, and the fearfulness. These three will be eradicated out from one's life. That is one point. And Anardhopasamam Sakshat Bhakti Yogam Adokshaje. When we perform these things, Anardhopasamam Sakshat Bhakti Yogam Adokshaje, all the anarthas will be also removed in our day-to-day activities. Yes, with what? Simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam every day. That's why we have taken Nashtaprayeshu Obadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naitiki. Every day Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. That is inspiring our Sangha to recite one verse at least in a day, even though we don't have much time, 10 minutes. That is how we are taking Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. It establishes. the heart is completely pure and secure and safe from all the contaminations outside. Even though we go to the office and deal with so many other people, we are protected by the hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam, one shloka a day. There are
Okay,
so
thank you, Prabhu. Yeah,
yeah,
thank you, sir.
thank you so much, Mataji, for raising this question. Yeah, there are so much of benefits. One thing is completely free from all the material anxieties. That is the highest benefit out of it. And Srimad Bhagavatam is rooting only towards Krishna's lotus feet. There is nothing else mentioned in. So that is, and whatever is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, that is Krishna is the Mattah Param Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. That is Krishna says to Arjuna, there is nothing beyond me or equal to me. Aham sarvasya prabhava mattah sarvam pravatyate. And sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam saranam raja. That are the statements from the Bhagavad Gita. So those statements are elaborated in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the form of different pastimes and glorifications in the Puranas, like beginning of the creation, what is happening and who is coming in between, how Krishna is interfering in this in maintenance. Those things have been explained very nicely. So we have to hear at least one shloka every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. And what happens? Maline Mochanam Pumsam Jalasnanam Dine Dine Sakrut Gitamrita Snanam Samsara Maranashanam. The samsara means we free from all, even though we are in the house with family and children, we are detached from everyone. Even though we execute our duties based on Swadharmacharanam, Sektya, Vidharmacha Nivattanam, Daivalabdena Santosha, Atmavicharanacharanam. Just by taking shelter of a spiritual master and carry out our material duties perfectly according to our ability and free from all the contaminations, vidharma, which is not dharma, free from all the vidharma. And then daivalabdhen santosha, whatever we have got, be self-satisfied, satisfied with what we have, atmavit charanachanam, and hearing and taking shelter from the spiritual master. So those things will make one. And also Gramya Dharma Nivrittisha. What is Gramya Dharma? Watching movies and which is not Krishna consciousness and serials. This is Gramya Dharma. We have to completely stop that activity. Otherwise, it will kill the intelligence. That is Smritignihi. So it will kill the intelligence. We cannot understand Krishna. We cannot we cannot hear the slokas. Even though we hear, that will not go into the heart. That is one thing. That's why every day we have to hear. And Gramya Dharma Nivrittesha Moksha Dharma Ratistada. And always this is Yo Yogo Bhagat Bhanu Nirvana Atman Toyoditaha. Bhagat Bhanu. This is the arrow towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead by bringing the devotional service from our heart. And we direct that arrow towards only Krishna's lotus feet. Yo yogo bhagadvanu nirvana atman toyoditaha. So the Lord explains these are two ways. One is Sankhya philosophy. One is meditating on the Lord's form and everything in a secluded place, putting ourselves in the proper postures and controlling the senses. That is one way. Another way is the going to the temple, offering our obeisance to the Lord, touch the Lord, and offering obeisances. Puja Suti Abhivandanaihi along with the devotees association. But at the time we have to develop and see the Lord that He is existing in all the living entities. Otherwise, if we simply go to the temple and see the Lord without talking to others, and then it is Bhasmani eva juhoti saha. Everything, all these efforts and puja, everything will be wasted. Kuriti acha vidambhanam. That is just a show off kind of thing. But actually, tam avadhaya mamatyaha kuriti acha vidambhanam. One has to see the Lord in all the living entities, inclusive of birds, beasts, insects, even the flies. We see the Lord in all these things. Even the bodies are different. We see the Lord in all the living entities. And when we go to the temple, we have to respect the senior devotees. Mahatam Bahumanena, they are the greater devotees, so we worship them. Denana Manukampaya, if new devotees, we show mercy on them, we give our association. And if there are equal minded, then Maitra Chevatma Tulyeshu, we make friendship with such kind of devotees. Yemen and Yemen, following regulative principles. These are the things. That is Bhakti Yoga. It will be very easy when we hear all these things. Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So in such a way, our heart is always happy and purified, not contaminated, even though we go outside. Otherwise, we will be immediately impacted by people speak. Some close people and friends, they say, why are you not doing this one? Why don't you go to movie? Come, let's go. Then we will be inspired. But when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, we don't get such kind of material inspirations. We are always protected. Hare Krishna. Okay, so thank you, Mataji. And dear devotees, Ratan Prabhuji. Dear devotees, do you have got any questions? So kindly share your questions or comments and any feedback to Usha Mataji. Sridhar Prabhuji.
No, bro. I don't have any questions to, but
Any comments or feedback?
no, just thinking about what Hemanatha Madi asked the question, like what to read. I was thinking like Prabhupada asked us to read, so we should read the book. So that could be the. I was thinking myself, but nothing more. Because it's very clearly mentioned on the Prabhupada's purport on the sloka, and Mataji explained very nicely. So I just feel like, and then we need to digest the purport. Purport is a very big purport, so we need to.
Yeah, sorry, Prabhu. I just read the purport, but I couldn't explain very much.
Read few
I'm
times
not
and understand.
I don't have a knowledge like you, everybody. I'm just
No, Mataji, it's not knowledge.
yes, Prabhu. I'm just yeah.
It's not like that.
Thank
It's
you so much for listening me. Like Prabhu, I'm just reading the purport and
no,
then
Mataji. It's
Mataji, it
yeah.
is
everyone
the
has to
sound
get the chance
vibration.
to get ourselves. This is the way that we will read more. If we don't get this chance, we will not read more. We will not go
Yeah.
deep into the purports. We just read just for reading. But when you want to give a class, then we have to go very deep to understand what it is, everything. You never know. Somebody has some doubts to ask, then we should be in a position to answer. But for that, we have to be very clean with the purport.
Yeah, yeah, Amaga Prabhu is explained so nicely, Prabhu. Thank you so much. I'm just mm,
It's very nice, Mataji. So I don't say it's very nice verse as well. I heard this lecture a few times before, but just recently I don't have much time to read purpose, but Bhagavatam. But I used to listen a lot, like 3-4 years before, and this is very nice verse too, because it says everything is Krishna. You don't need to look for anything; just everything is Krishna. Whatever you think is all Krishna. It's like in chapter 10 or 11 on Bhagavad Gita. I'm the taste of the water. Um, I forgot it. Yeah, it's just explain about where Krishna is everything. So this is what explains. This verse explains exactly what Bhagavad Gita was explaining on the
mm,
chapter 10. It's nice verse, Mataji. It's nice, and purport is also
mm,
very nice purport.
yes, thank you, Prabhu. Even we are learning the sloka, and then the Amaga Prabhu said, yes, we can have this one, can be, read. So, thank you. Mhm.
Thank you, Mataji. It's very nice to listen Bhagavatam at the evening time. It's nice. Yeah, it get back to routine things. It's just
Yeah, thank you.
thank you, Mataji Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Prabhuji. Any other comments? Gaurangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. You give nice class, Mataji. This verse we learn
Yes,
2-3 weeks before. Yeah, this verse is
yes,
I like so
Mataji.
much. Then you mentioned this verse today, Mataji. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Devashish Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji. Very nice
Hare
verse,
Krishna.
Mataji. Very nicely done, nice structured, and very nicely. It's an auspicious day, Mataji, Akadashi day, and you choose a very nice verse. I enjoyed it. Hare Krishna Mataji. Very well.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hemlata Mataji.
Hari Bol Prabhu, you have nicely explained, Prabhu, and this
Yes,
is nice verse
yes.
because I was listening to this on YouTube. I think you did it on Sunday sometime few weeks before. So I was thinking, and it's easy to pronounce also, and meaning is so deep. I'm really happy Mataji has again repeated this one and chose this verse to explain. So I'm happy, Prabhu, and thank you very much. I enjoyed this verse today. I read it nicely actually when you were scrolling it up and down. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mataji.
to everyone. It's just
Yeah, so it is. So next week is Hemlata Mataji's turn. So it is inspiration for Mataji as well to choose another.
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Yeah, it's like a motivation and encouragement.
Perfect.
Thank
I just heard Mataji. I'm just speaking first time with everybody. I never speaking, and then I just sometimes it's bit shy and then get nervous also, and then sometimes the language also gives you a little bit to have to take out the words in than English, and so it's just making me so much nervous and stressed about this. So I'm just for everybody's blessing, I just speak a little bit. But yeah, next time maybe you can try more. So yeah, thank you for your everybody's blessings and encouragement, Prabhu. Yeah, the
Then
one
also we
encouraging.
have
Hi,
just
Prabhu.
need to check with Jagriti Tana Mataji. Do you have any comments for Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Usha Mataji, you done very well. It's well done. Very nice recite. Thank you. Haribol. You covered everything, Prabhuji and Usha Mataji, everything covered. Thank you. Very nice. I really like to listen. Long time after I listen. Very nice. Keep it up, Usha Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Ratan Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. It was nice. Thank you. It's wonderful. Already mentioned, presented nicely. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Rita Mataji, you want to say something?
Hare Krishna, everyone. It's so elevated. When I join a bit, I think 1/4 of it, when we read, yes, we have to read every day. Only one verse is enough. I think Hemlata Mataji was saying that too. We need to read, at least one verse we have to read every day. But listening to other devotees is just like, refreshing your memory. Though I've been very busy, I haven't time to join, to be honest, but I do my reading every day. But it's so nice. Hopefully I will join at least once in a week now. So, but thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you, Mataji, to share everything today. And especially Ekadashi, it's hard to get time because we need to chant more on Ekadashi. Usually on Ekadashi, we just have to give up and chant and read. So that's and we have to increase our devotion in Ekadashi, also increase not even 60 rounds, but more than that. So thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you for accepting me again in the group. But I was already active, but not super active. But thank you for sharing everything today. This was a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, for the comments, and nice to hear and see you here, and I hope to see you again. Okay, so any other questions or anything else? There are no further questions, Mataji. So, are you happy for next part of the session, the Simha prayer?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Narasimha prayer. Anybody would like to sing Narasimha prayer, or I can sing, Prabhu?
Anyone would like to respond to Mataji, or just
Yeah, anybody wants to sing, or anybody can respond? I can sing, Prabhu.
Gauringe Mataji? Would you like to respond to Usha Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhu.
Thank
Prabhuji.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladaladatayini.
Praladaladatayini.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
Hiranyakashipurvachahai.
Srilatakakalai.
Silatankanakhalai.
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho.
Ito Nasima Parato Nasima.
Yato Yami Tato Narsimho.
Yato Yami Tato Nasima.
Bahe Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho.
Bahir Nasima Hridaye Nasima.
Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade.
Narasingamadim Saranam Prapade.
Tavakarakavalavarai Nakara Advaita Sringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanavringa Keshavadrita Natarirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
Tamakara Kamalavare Nakha Adbhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakasipo Tanavringa Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
Keshavadrita Hari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे।
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव।
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव।
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव।
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल।
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल।
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल।
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल।
कृष्ण नृसिंहदेव भगवान की
जय
जय
प्रहलाद महाराज की जय।
जय
जय
जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की
जय
जय।
हरि गौ प्रेमानंदे।
Hari
हरि
Hari.
हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank
Very
you,
beautiful
everybody.
moment.
Thank
Hari
you.
Bol. Thank you.
Yeah. So can I request all the dear devotees to unmute and do kindly three loud Hari Bols to Usha
Hari
Mata.
bol to everybody. Hari bol.
हरि
Hare
Hari
Bol.
Bol. Hari
बोल
Hare
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
हरि
Bol.
बोल
Hari Bol.
हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for
Thank
your
you, Prabhu.
wonderful
Thank you so
time.
much. Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटि वैष्णवभक्तों की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय।
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.